Hi guys, welcome you all. Um, we are into the fourth question of the first lesson. We can say the fourth topic. First, we have seen the subsistence strategies. Then we went on to see the Mohenjo-daro, a well planned urban city. Then we went on to see the third topic was how to find out the social differences in the Harappan civilization. The fourth one now very another important topic. A short note on craft production in the Harappan civilization. The question is the short note on craft production during Harappan civilization. If you see the map in page number 1 or 2, page number 2, if you see the map, you will come to know the location of this place. Very important. You need to know this place. This is yes, this is in Pakistan. Okay, this is in Pakistan. The place name is Chanhu Daro. Very important place, and it will be asked in your map also. For map work also it is important. Even in this topic, this is an important place that you should know. Okay, so Chanudaro, this is a very tiny settlement compared to Mohenjo-daro. It is very small. It is just 7 hectares of land. When we compare to Mohenjo-daro is of 125 hectares of land, whereas this is just a tiny settlement of 7 hectares. And whereas, what is the key difference between these two places? This is mostly devoted or highly known for craft production, including bead making, shell cutting, metal working, seal making, and weight making. All these are well-known activities. Craft production, very important place. Chanudaro. Okay. Now, then this paragraph talks about what are the different materials used to make beads. Very important. Stones like carnelian, that is what is carnelian stone. It is a beautiful red color stone. Jasper, crystal, quartz, cedartite, we have already seen. Metals, what are the metals used? These are the materials used. Metals used like copper, bronze, gold, and shell, faience, terracotta, or burnt clay. And some beads are made up of two or more stones. See, some beads are made single stones se banate hain, whereas there are some beads which are made of mixture of two or three stones cemented together, some stones with the gold caps also. The shapes were numerous. Okay, and see, materials, first we saw materials, then we saw the metals used to make this beads. Then in what are the what different shapes, it can be a disc shaped, cylindrical shaped, spherical, barrel shaped, segmented. It may not be a different shape, but separated shape. And some were decorated by incising. Incising means painting. Okay, or inscribing on it. So it is, some are decorated and some had designs etched on them. So by painting, some designs were etched. So this paragraph talks about materials, metals, and the shapes. 3 points. Okay, key points is materials and metals and shapes of beads. Now, techniques of making these beads differ from material to material. If we are going to make a bead out of cedartite, then what is the technique used here? It is some beads are modeled out of a paste made out of a cedartite powder. So a stone cedartite ko powder, पहले powder बनाते हैं, then out of that powder paste they model it a different beads. And this permitted making a variety of shapes. And by doing this, different variety shapes can be different, disc shaped or cylindrical shaped, whatever it is. Again, unlike the geometrical forms made of a harder stones, now like geometrical shapes are made of a hard stone, whereas the cedartite is a very soft stone, so any shape can be formed. But how this cedartite micro bead was the tiny bead, how it is made, even today it is a puzzle for the archaeologists, because it's so minute. It is done so minutely and very beautifully. Even today archaeologists find it so much puzzling and confusing and surprising. Okay, whether it is how it is done and all that. So this is about the first technique. and the technique depends on the material it is used. What kind of technique it has to apply, it depends on the material that is being used. The second material, we can take the example of another material, that the red color carnelian material. When it is used to make a bead, it is obtained by firing the yellowish raw material and beads at various stages of production. So firing is used in this carnelian stone को जब हम use करते हैं, इसमें firing use होता है, okay, and nodules are chipped, cut into rough shapes, then finally flaked with the finally the final form is given. Okay, last finally first to fire it, then no chip it, cut it into no different shapes, then finally bring to the final form. Okay, so grinding, these are the three activities which are very important in the craft production. Grinding, polishing and drilling completed the process. So these are the three process which are now specialized drills. Okay, making different drills, you know, now we have a drilling machine to make different forms, different kind of holes and shapes. So specialized drills have been found in Chahanudaro, Lothal and more recently in Tholavira. These are three places where this specialized drills found. So in this topic, what you need to know is, first you have to talk about Chanudaro and Mohenjo-daro ka jo difference hai. Then you have to talk about the materials, metals and the shapes. Then two techniques, depends on the variety of material. First material that we have cedarite, second material that is carnelian stone. Now then talk about these two techniques. Then this paragraph talks an important, very important one marker, that is Nageshwar and Balakot. These are the two places, well-known settlements for these are the specialized centers for shell making. Very, very important. The centers are known for making shell objects, including bangles, ladles, inlay, which were taken into the other settlements. So this is asked in one marker in most of the exams in previous years, board exams also. They asked Nageshwar and Balakot are well known for shell making. Okay, shell objects or shell making activities के लिए both famous है. Okay, so this paragraph has only this one marker, very important. Now the last one, identify the centers of production. How can we identify, मतलब इस एरिया में, इस सेटलमेंट में shell making है, bead making है, craft production सब हो रहा है, हमें कैसे पता चलता है? How can we identify? We can identify this. Archaeologists have got some method to identify this place as a craft production, specialized in craft production or not. It is being done by collecting the raw materials in that place, like modules or tools or something, unfinished objects. So this is very important. In fact, the waste is one of the best indicators of craft work. जो काम करने के बाद जब भी वो क्राफ्ट बनाते हैं, समथिंग इज लेफ्ट ओवर, सम ऑब्जेक्ट, सम वेस्ट मटेरियल्स आर लेफ्ट ओवर. दैट वेस्ट मटेरियल इज द बेस्ट इंडिकेटर ऑफ क्राफ्ट वर्क. Whether this place has got a craft production or not in Harappan civilization can be understood by the waste left over by the artisans. So this is the one marker which is very important. One line, that is waste is one of the best indicators of craft work in Harappan civilization. So that's all in this topic. We have taken how to identify the craft production area during the Harappan civilization. It's a very important question. And just write a short note on craft production. See you all in the next video. Till then, all of you take care, stay home and stay safe. Thank you.